what we were talking about was what the major problem is. All right, we're here. What the major problem is with most coaching programs and courses and mentors that you've probably worked with, right? So it's not that anyone has bad intentions. Every service provider is there because they genuinely want to make a difference. But what is missing, if you are not in your where you want to be inside of your business, and you've worked with a coach and you've taken programs and you don't understand what's going on, why you're still not where you want to be, this is why. Because there is a fundamental problem with the way that most programs or coaching programs are set up, which is this. You meet with your coach, they give you some information, you get left alone and you get told that you will, you'll see your coach in the next session, but they're not actually with you in the execution of that information. Meaning that it's like you're learning a new language, right? So yeah, hey Chad, pardon me guys for the internet cutout, but this question is really important that I'm answering. So I want to make sure you get the goods, which is, I've tried everything. I've worked with a coach. I've taken a program. Why am I not where I want to be? Now, the problem, it's not that there's not a problem with you, right? I want to be really clear about that. There is actually a fundamental problem with the way that most programs and coaching is delivered. And again, it's just because this is an industry norm, but we've got to start changing the way these things go so that people actually get the most value and the most transformation that you can possibly get from working with someone. So the reason you aren't where you want to be is because coaching programs are set up that you come into a space with your coach, you learn something new, and then you get told to go do some homework and apply the strategies that you learn. And then they'll catch up with you the following week or in the next 2 weeks, whenever your next session is. There is a fundamental problem with that. How on earth can you execute a strategy on your own when it is brand new to you? And how do you even know if you're doing it properly? How does your coach even know if you're doing it properly? Because they aren't doing it with you, so they're not seeing you in the execution. Now, I'm talking specifically inside of the context of a growing your business client attraction strategy. It's all well and good to have a roadmap. It's all well and good to have sequential steps to follow. Absolutely. And this is exactly what we teach inside of Connect with Content. But to go the next step, you then actually need to be working with the leader of that program in the execution of your strategy so that, number one, you know that you're getting it right, because it's like learning a new language. Right? So you're learning something new. How do you then know that you're doing it right unless you are with your coach to then verbalize the new language? They can't hear you. So you want to get the roadmap, get the strategy, and then in the execution of that, you want to be able to do it with the coach. It's not, here's the strategy, go and execute it, and I'll see you in our next session and you can let me know how you're going. The coach needs to see you executing it so that they can see what you're doing well, what you've picked up with ease, and where the breakdowns are. Because when you are learning something new, your brain only retains around 10% of what you learn at any one time. Of course, you're not going to be able to remember everything in one session or one sitting or one video of how to grow your business. It takes consistency, it takes practice, it takes execution. And the reason that you aren't where you want to be inside of your business is because you've been left alone in the execution of that strategy. Rather than having your coach then execute it with you, hold your hand, tell you what you're doing right so you can do more of that, and show you which parts are still missing for you so that you can fill those gaps quickly and get your results a lot quicker than if you were just out there trying to work it out on your own in between your sessions. So I cannot stress enough that if you are not where you want to be in your business, it's because you are being left alone to execute new information, and then you aren't able to effectively get it done because it's all brand new and you're still learning. And when you go to school, you are with your teacher. Your teacher is constantly there as you learn the information, as you're practicing it, and is constantly giving you feedback. It's no different to when you are learning something new in your business. And that is absolutely part of, what we do inside of Connect with Content. I give you a roadmap of exactly what to do on social media, but you also then do it with me. I am watching you. You cannot mess this up. So again, I would encourage you within your business and your coaching practice to think about this concept, because this is a fundamental problem, with the coaching industry, which is that it's set up, no matter what you're coaching on, it's set up that you have a session with your client, they go and execute or do homework, and then you see them again a week later, 2 weeks later, and you're having a discussion. But unless you are seeing your client execute the strategy, how can you truly help them and know if whether or not what they're doing is actually getting done properly so that they can get the most results?